Well, hello. It's for my your heart indeed. How you guys doing? Anyways, so I'm gonna I'm gonna do like a short little video on what I was talking about yesterday, right? I did shorts yesterday explaining the new moon in Virgo. Yeah, it was 7 years ago last time, 8 years ago last time it was there, or that it was in Virgo. So what you need to do is you need to pivot, you need to change, right? Whether that is downgrading, upgrading, ascending, descending. You guys know what you've done, right? You know what you have sown. Yeah, you're just gonna get your karma. But that's what Ophikas is here for. Ophikas is to show you the reality, whether you like it or not. It doesn't matter how you feel about it, right? It's here to assist with the change. So I said yesterday, I'm happy that I have accepted my fate. So I'm a Capricorn now. Happy new moon in Virgo. It's time for a shift, a change, embracing the consequences and karma of your actions. The new era is here and change has arrived. Ophikas isn't here to coddle you. It's here to present you your Akashic records. It's the book of your deeds. You know who you are. You know how you have lived. And they're witnesses to attest to it. Embrace the universal shift and pivot towards a new path. So anyways, and now that we know what this shift is about, right? I just recently had an epiphany, right? An aha moment. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church, right? They call this, and actually it's coming up in September, right? It's the epiphany, yeah, the aha moment. Why there is 13 months in a year, yeah? It's not 12. There is a season that is in between the very dry and the very wet, yeah, where there's less rain. That is a month itself. It's not a full month, but it's a period though to acknowledge. And that's what Ophiuchus is here to tell you. You know what I mean? It's not really part of the um the 12 months, but it is the 13 month. It is something that is there, but you need to know. So what this means is this is the occult, yeah, this is the hidden aspect, yeah. You need to have an understanding of what duality is, right? Aleph, ba, the alphabet, one, two, two sides to a coin. Yeah, this is the hidden knowledge. This is the revelation. Yeah, so that is what Ophiuchus is. It's here, yeah, to help transition, to make you understand what is hidden. That season, that time of harvesting that is hidden, that is in between the very rainy and very wet season and the very dry. There is an in-between season, and that's what that 13 month represents. And that's what Ophiuchus represents, right? So every 7 years, your body regenerates, right? 7 to 8 years, your cells regenerate, right? So you get new cells, yeah, new skin cells, new perspective. But if you're not aware of it, how are you going to change, right? And that's why the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, in terms of timekeeping, when it comes to the sun, yeah, the solar, yeah, the SUN or the SON, whatever you want to call it. That's why it's there to keep the time of the solar calendar, the sun calendar, yeah, the farming. It's all about farming, right? At the end of the day. And then you have the lunar, the hidden, the moon bit time with that as well. You are not supposed to miss this bit as well. So that's why in Ethiopia, their calendar is behind 7 to 8 years. It's all connected. The giz or the gears is basically the other side of the coin, right? A coin has two sides. It's not only one side. We're focusing on the hidden side, the moon aspect constantly, but there's also the Akhenaten side, yeah? Or the Aten side, the visible, the light side. And that's what this new Virgo in this new moon in Virgo represents. Yeah, in Islam they call it the splitting of the moon. Yeah, so what the houses, yeah, the houses that these zodiacal seasons, yeah, or the 12 signs go through, they're called houses, right? But in actuality, there is 13 houses, the Ophiuchus house, and in Somali, those houses, those holes are called goods, yeah, G-O-D-S, good. Singular is God or good. Plural is gods, yeah? So that's the 13 sign, that's the 13 number. Also, there is 13 holes, yeah, or 13 gods, goods in a female body. The man has 10, not 9 as we previously only are aware of, yeah? That's the hidden aspect. But it's actually 9 because the skin is a hole as well. The skin is pores. It's your biggest, what you might call it, organ, right? And it's got pores. It's got holes. That is a hole as well. You count that as well. So 10. Now that we know with the sun, S-U-N, S-O-N, yeah, we know where the sun comes from. Comes from the dot, right? The 0. And then you have the 1. So you have the curved line and the straight line. That's 10. That's your beginning cycle. So you need to shift, change, pivot, and pivot so that you can have a new start. 1-0 is beginning again. It's a new era. It's a new age. It's a new time. See, in Somali, right? Or the Kushite, or the Islamic version of the story, when they're counting it, they're counting it the lunar, the hidden aspect, right? That's masculine. Because in Somali, the moon is masculine. We call it Daya. Yeah? The sun, S-O-N, is feminine. And it's pretty much visible. It's clear. Clarity, you could see it. It's about farming. The original farmers, they come from the horn. The geese, or the geese. Yeah, geese is a horn. The people with the crook and the shepherd, the people with the crook and the lamb. So this guy asked me a really good question. He was like, if there was 13 months, in a year, then we would have 13 hours. And I was like, we do have 13 hours, right? Because seasonally we lose and gain an hour. So if we just kept the 13 month, we would keep that hour there, right? We wouldn't need to be losing and gaining an hour within these 12 months, right? Give it its own whole, its own gods or good. Because this is all about keeping the law, yeah? The farming, the way of nature, the Saba, you know? The Saba of the Sabians, of the Sabians, Sub and Samale, Counting or the timekeeping of the women, sun, the feminine aspects of creation, rebirth, renewal, fertility. Okay, so I said in the Babylonian myth, right? In the Babylonian story, Ophiuchus, yeah, is Mus'as, yeah, the red snake, yeah. He's also known as Nabu, and I did a video on what Nabi and Naba and Rasul, messengers, what they all mean, right? These are the planets, these are the energies we're talking about. So Capricorn, we know Capricorn is above Sagittarius, yeah? But then when he writes that snake, yeah, with that thing that becomes the Baphomet, yeah, but originally um it was a goat snake or goat fish. It says it was basically like a goat fish, yeah? Or a goat snake. Because mus is snake in Kushite language. So he hops on that, right? That's where, he becomes a messenger. And then that's your Inky. That's your Capricorn, the goat. Yeah? So you hop on that snake, you hop on Ophiuchus to pivot, to change. And Ophiuchus is just basically, it doesn't care. It just handles you what you've harvested, right? Just gives you your book of deeds. You hop on it, either brings you down or takes you up. Yeah, the ladder goes up and down. And just like Game of Thrones, people are being knocked off their energies because they haven't used it or misused it or whatever it is. Yeah, there's a lot of Capricorn born under that, but they haven't done much with it. So they're gonna get knocked out of their crown, basically, if you look at it that way. Oh my goodness. We're in like interesting times. So I'm saying all of this to say, yeah, I have hopped on my dragon. I have shed my skin. I'm not who I was 7 years ago. New skin, new me. So happy new moon in Virgo. Happy splitting of the moon. Cap. I'm on that cap thing now. Bye.